I can't believe it, but I went through another micro USB cable. What a shame. These things are always breaking on me. Of course, this time I got caught up on my foot when I was trying to sit down and got yanked out of the controller. Big pain. Take a look at something. I probably shouldn't let the preview play though, unfortunately, because... well, what ends up happening is Capcom copyright strikes my, or claims anyway, my stream. It sucks. Because apparently it's the same footage they use for their preview of the game or something. Some E3 preview, I don't know. But... I guess we're looking okay now. Anyway, I had to go and order some new cables. Order those for other various things as well. Sometimes if I want to use the DualShock 3, I need a long one for that. I need a long one for my mic. And... other things on occasion. Fortunately, I had ordered an item from Amazon
Okami.
last week, and it was delayed by like a day, so they gave me like $15 in refunds that I could use. Not cash, it wasn't anything that went back to my account necessarily, but I could use it on any Amazon purchase, so it was kind of nice. Network error. That's weird. Hold up, I gotta see if I can reload my stream, because it is, I don't know, it's giving me a network error. I get that sometimes, I guess, when I watch other people's streams. I can't think of a time when, it's happened to me. It's fine. Alright, whatever. So I'd made mention of this when I was playing Final Fantasy XII yesterday, but I had played this game a little bit at my own time, and ended up doing a bit of extra stuff, some extra quests, so I'm in a different spot than I was at last time. But I went through, fed some of the animals that I think I missed. I don't think I got everything, especially here. I ended up getting... or I switched to this weapon. This weapon is really good. It has a hell of a lot of damage, and I upgraded it, so even better. I went and fought some battles. I did that bounty thing. Ended up getting something from that. I don't remember what exactly, but it was good. While I was doing some battles, I got some more fangs. I got a lot of fangs. I'm seeing where it is that you need to strike the enemies at like what times, or what you need to do in order to get them to drop fangs, and I got like a ton of them, so I ended up getting these artifacts. I guess it doesn't let me equip them from here, maybe somewhere else. Oh, here it is. So we got the golden lucky cat, which draws money and other valuables near, so don't have to go and grab everything. And then this, which I guess you can just use it to heal at any point, you just gotta spend a little money on it, so that's fine. But yeah, the Infinity Judge is a real good weapon. I think I bought it last stream, but I didn't actually equip it. Yeah, doing that now. I don't think I'll be changing that anytime soon. Some hair off my screen, that's weird. Let's see. I was down here. Oh, right, because I wanted to go check this out. I neglected to go through the gate here last time. There's this guy that was banging on the wall because he saw something just vanish into the wall. But what I didn't do was I didn't pass through the gate first, which opens up the path, so I just wanted to see what this was all about. And we got it now, so. The Sasa Sanctuary. Bamboo Village Sasa Sanctuary. Don't you just love the smell of bamboo? Looks like there's a road here. Let's see where it takes us. Wasn't where that bamboo emanated a smell. At least I don't remember. I used to have a little bamboo garden when I was growing up. What the? Hey, hey, hey. Chirp. Hey you, Scruffy. What are you doing in Sasa Sanctuary? Skipping in here with that innocent look on your face. You have a lot of nerve for a wolf. You know this is the turf of the Sparrow clan, right? We can't just let you turn around and leave. Oh no. We'll tan your hide and send you packing. Boss, let this cocky mutt have it. What? Oh. Hey, Scruffy. Do you even know who this is? This is the mighty leader of the Sparrow clan. That's right, the Great Jamba. Big Daddy Jamba. Okay, boss, take it away. He's all yours. Uh-oh. The boss is seriously angry. What the heck is going on here? Listen up, Scruffy. The boss's precious daughter's been kidnapped, and he's mad. We're doing everything we can to find her. We've searched all over. No one's getting through that gate until she's safe and sound. So go on, off with you. Okay. Huh? They're not gonna let us in? And what was that about their boss's daughter being kidnapped? I think I'm full up. Something here though, what is this? Ah, another stray bead. Let me see what I need for this. I'm at 238. This is next astral pouch is 350. There might be a limit of 3, at least I would assume so. So I might just wait to try and upgrade that all the way. Hey, Scruffy, didn't we make it clear before? Boss is fuming. His precious daughter's been kidnapped. Yeah, no, the same thing I said before. I wasn't even necessarily trying to get through. I just jumped down. But, okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't missing anything by going through here. It looks like this is something we need to do at some point. I don't even remember this. I don't remember birds. So... maybe they added it in? I doubt it, though. There's also that checkpoint over there, which I took a look at. You know, I might just go over there. Just to see what it is. The village I'm gonna get to, it seems like that's the next point that we need to take a look at, because that's what Waka clued us in on. I think, anyway. But, I don't know, I find it weird that your ink pots just continually drain, so I'm wondering if there's something around here that we'd need to take a look at anyway, just to, you know, confirm, or, you know, be able to withstand the drain. Though at the same time, we've seen how they've done before with trying to do stuff early. It just doesn't happen. Nothing registers. Okay. Hey there, Pooch. You hoping to head over to the city too? I'm afraid that no one's going anywhere with that big drawbridge like that. Even in the checkpoint guards don't know why it's been raised. I bet there's something a bit fishy going on. Oh, what a cute little doggy. Are you stuck here too? That big bridge over there? People call it the Big Drawbridge. It's what links Taka Pass with the city. As you can see, they keep the bridge raised these days, though. I wonder what's going on over in the city. Mother Tree. Scroll jump by Wandering Artist contains useful information. I guess I'll take a look at that. In Kamiki Village, there grows a magnificent tree called Konohana. Konohana has split its roots to form many trees throughout Nippon in order to better protect and preserve the glory of nature. Differing accounts shed little light on the tree's true origin. Some say that the tree was born when it sprouted from a dead god. Others speculate that it was transplanted from a faraway land. No story yet concocted can be considered the true version. However, the sensation I get as I draw Konohana is unmistakable. This is a plant that cannot be tamed by mere brush. The miracle of its existence is more than can be sketched. One wonders what secrets lie behind its broad leaves. Struggling with that one. I don't even know what the hell that was. They eat meat though. Tanuki or some kind of raccoon? Exorcism slip. Another stray bead. Ooh. Getting blocked up. I think that might be it for now. I don't really see anything else down here. Some important things. What the hell are you doing? Hello there, what's the matter, Poochie? Why the sad look? You'll never get anywhere looking like that, it's bad luck. I'm Yoichi, the greatest archer among all the city guards. The greatest archer, Yoichi. Holy smokes, that's some bow you got there, mister. What's this? You brought a friend along with you, Poochie. This is my trusty bow, Golden Fire, the most powerful in all the land. Guarding is rather dull work, so I pass the time practicing archery. I'll show you what I can do. Watch this. Wow, bullseye. Pretty good, eh? There's not a target Golden Fire and I can't hit. Now, my friends, why not have a bite to eat and relax a bit? Thanks. What is it, Poochie? Do you want to pass through the city? Well, we have a problem then. I was guarding this city checkpoint when suddenly the order was given not to let anyone enter. Look, see how they raised the big drawbridge on the far bank? Normally I'd fire a flaming arrow as a signal to lower it, but there's nobody at the guard post over there. Wonder if my comrades in the city would notice if I fired an arrow. No matter. I don't have anything to light an arrow with anyway. You see, the sacred flames of the phoenix statue suddenly went out. It's been one thing after another lately. Anyway, at least I can get some well-earned rest. Why not have a bite to eat and take a break with me? This guy's just oozing food. Ooh, what? This is the checkpoint for Seon City. This big drawbridge is the only way in or out, but no one is allowed into the city right now. That's an absolute order from Queen Himiko. Say, you know the phoenix statues that protect this checkpoint? Well, they burned with the sacred flames that drove away evil, but they suddenly went out one day. Now I'm afraid monsters are gonna sneak up on me when it gets dark. Sacred flames should never go out. Maybe that rumor is true. Ooh, what? Oh, wait, what? Have you heard of something? I didn't hear that. See that, rather. You know, that rumor about the huge curse zone? Everyone's up in arms because it happens so close to the big day. I mean, the Kamiki festival held each year. Plus, it's the 100th festival since the monster was defeated. So everyone's saying that it's the 100-year curse. I see. I still got more to talk about, goddamn. No one's allowed into the city. That's an absolute order from Queen Himiko. I've been guarding this checkpoint with my life ever since the Phoenix statue's sacred flames went out and that big rumor began. You've never heard that rumor, haven't you? Or you've heard? 1,000,000 times, yes. I see. I guess I can't remember who I've told it to. I've told so many. Alright. Well, at least he's got nothing else to say. Bullhorn. Oh, what a pain. Now that big drawbridge has been raised, I can't get home. Queen Himiko had issued an order to close off the city, but why would she give orders like that with so little warning? I suppose I'll just have to sell my goods here for now. I have been sent to do the shopping. Oh, so wait, sorry. I don't even know if I really need anything. I guess not. Not from you, anyway. Where bird? Oh, there it is. Damn. What do you old people have to say? Hey, you understand what I'm saying, eh? Want me to let you in on a rumor I heard? Apparently there's some mysterious illness in Seon City. I would normally believe that kind of rumor, of course, but thinking about when I first heard it, well, it was right around the time the bridge was raised. If the rumor's true, then I guess there's no hurry to leave here. Alright. Well, I've got no idea. I don't remember anything about this, so you might be right. Alright, well, I guess there's really nothing else to do, so we're just gonna have to go up to the town. Take a look at what's happening there. Also, looking at this, I think I remember what to do. It was confusing me because they had those flying bulbs up there, and I was like, what the heck do you need to do to get across to the other one? But I think there's a wind power, and it blows a breeze so stiff that these just stand straight out, and then you hop across those. So one of the next abilities is probably going to be some sort of wind-based thing. Probably from a horse, since it's on those banners there. Anyway, now we're going back to where we left off last time. And this, since Walker was talking about a doggone good time, I think, is where I... And I don't remember exactly what happened, but like I said before, there was like several dogs, like 7 or 8 of them. And I remember just having to fight them. Possibly in some kind of gauntlet match. I don't know. But it was interesting. Ah yes, Kusa Village. That was that old save. What's up, Sabotage? Welcome back, good to see you. Let's see what else this guy has. He had a couple decent things. I could buy this. Seeing as they're limited in quantity. What was that down here? Oh, the exorcism slip. No. I'm good. How goes the Okami? So far, so good. I've been enjoying it. I haven't played this game since its original PS2 release, which I believe was in 2006. So, I always meant to come back to it, but I never did. And then I got it real cheap on Humble Bundle. I don't remember if it was either on sale or if it was included as part of the subscription or the bundle, but either way, I got the HD edition on Steam, so that's the one I'm doing. Hello, little doggy. This flower bed used to be really pretty, you know. It was full of flowers, all thriving on the fountain water. But then the wind stopped and the water dried up, and now... But I'm watering them every day. I have to get them blooming again. Flowers are so pretty here, but now it looks like it's filled in with dead grass. But I'm watering them every day. I have to get them blooming again. Okay. What the... Oh, I'm out of ink. Oh god. Don't even give you a reserve tank. Oh, this is going to be of any use to me if I can't use any abilities. Oh, yeah, it's Susanoo. Like this game, only beat it once, I'm assuming? And collectibles for you wanted a 100%. When I played it, I wanted to 100% it, but there was just some side quests I either got sick of or couldn't do or couldn't find. And I don't remember the specific reasoning at the time, but I never 100%ed it, even though I wanted to. I might do it with this version, or I might just go back and do the PS2 if I finish this story up, but I suppose no sense in doing that. I don't even know if I still have the save. I should have the old save, but it could have been one of the few that didn't transfer over. Yeah, only once. Oh, okay. No, not that. By the gods, I vow to... You won't ever... It's Susanoo. He's one tenacious dude. Wonder what he's doing here. Bet he's having a nightmare about getting beat up by monsters. Seems rather frantic. It'd be funny if it weren't so sad. That dream again. Is there no escape? I thought by coming to the village. Hey there, Pops. Floundering around in your dreams, too? Must be nice to be able to nap in the middle of the day like that. Greatest warrior ever, my foot. Poochie. And a little bug. Oh, you'd have disturbed my meditation again. Even in my dreams, I'm hard at work, devising strategies for defeating that crimson something or other. Came here to pray for victory at the Gale Shrine, but lo and behold, that crimson something or other occupies the shrine. Well, with my invincible sword, there's no need to pray, but mankind's fate rests with me. I must be fully prepared. First, I must sit here and come up with a well-thought-out plan. Where was I? Plan? Yeah, right. That's just your excuse to sleep. He's thinking. He's sitting there. Some monsters that only spawn in certain places during night. They're a bit of a pain unless you look them up. I did the first part of that. I'm always assuming that there's going to be secondary little additions, but yeah, it's like the bounties. I did the first section that was outside Kamiki Village, whatever that field is called, I forget, but I did that. The biggest problem is I don't have a way to switch to night yet. I know you could do it eventually, but it's like night doesn't last very long. It seems like daytime is much, much longer. And then, I mean, your best bet is just to go through and fight every single wandering scroll, see what happens, but it's, I don't think it's random. Like you said, if there's a guide or something where you could look it up, it's probably in specific encounters, but yeah, it's not that great. Yeah, what a pickle I'm in. Oh, what a cute wolf. I'm in a pickle right now, Wolfie. I'm a craftsman and I work with bamboo, as you can see, but I can't get any to work on right now. I shouldn't burden you with my problems, Wolfie. Craftsman, Mr. Bamboo. Boy, that must be some big pickle if you're confiding in a wolf. Hello there, little sprite. Here to listen to an old man ramble? I always gathered bamboo over in Sasa Sanctuary in Taka Pass, but I haven't been able to get in there lately. The Sparrow clans suddenly closed the entrance to Sasa Sanctuary. Oh, how I do wish I could craft my bamboo ware. I'm an old man and it's all I have left. To make matters worse, the festival's just around the corner. I usually sell my work there, but I'm running out of time. Oh, it ain't the end of the world, Gramps. What have we got ourselves mixed up in now, Ami? I don't know. Sure, at specific places, just had no patience. I could sympathize. I'm sure I was the same. However, I was talking about it during the Final Fantasy XII stream, so I guess people that don't watch both wouldn't know, but I did go back to the forest. There was a side quest I remember having major issues with when I first played this game, where you have to roll like balls up a hill, and what is this? Wow, that's some major bamboo right there. That Mr. Bamboo really must love his work. But anyway, I remember having the hardest time getting them up the hill when I originally played this game, to the point where I gave up. I think I was on the third one, and the third one was the final one, but it was still nice. It was still too difficult for me to do at the time. But I did it this time around, just on my own off stream, and had basically no issue. It was a little tricky getting the last one up, but I was smarter about it. I only moved it like inch by inch instead of trying to do it in one go, which I think I was trying when I originally played it. And there's a section where it could potentially roll off the cliff, and I just dotted the ground, made the tree sprout up if it got out of line. Kind of caneered it back in, so I was able to get things up with basically no issue. I think one of them rolled down once, but that was before I had my ideas. So anyway, my point is, it could potentially be the same with any other side quests I didn't, feel like doing at the time. Somebody stray bead that you missed. Oh yeah. There's an ass load of them. Look at that, 99. I'm pretty sure I did it. 2006 was in the range where I didn't have internet at my home, but I was at my grandparents' basically every day, every weekday anyway, because I'd stay there, I'd walk there after school, and then my mom would pick me up. But anyway, my point is, usually when it came to the weekday, that was my time to go on the internet. And I remember printing out a guide for the stray beads, and I'm pretty sure I got them all, but this was like way, way back when. It was like an all-text guide from Game FAQs or something like that. If I looked hard enough, I could probably find the pages still. I'm pretty sure I stuck it in one of the other game guides I own, because I feel like I was looking through them recently, and I remember seeing that. But I'm pretty sure I got them all, just because I know I printed out a guide. Everything else, though, was just kind of like, who can say, really? But collectathons were never my thing. I'd do them because, especially way back when I wasn't playing so many games or had so many games at one time, it's like, you know, I was much more of a completionist and figured, well, I might as well try to get the most out of the game. But lately I don't care in most circumstances. If I really like a game, then I'll go through and do it, but it's kind of rare. Let's see. What is your deal? Family had one of those for the Tomb Raider games. Oh, like a game guide? Yeah, I had a few. I'd usually buy them for RPGs. So, like the Final Fantasy games, when I'd get those, I'd usually get the game guide with it. And I tried to continue that tradition, but I think I stopped at 13, maybe. I'm not seeing it up there, so I think that was where it stopped. Last game guide I got was actually not that long ago. I got one for Phantom Pain just because it was an all-encompassing guide that had background stories for characters and like info dossiers, behind the scenes stuff, so I thought that one was kind of cool. I used to have one for Tomb Raider 3. Tomb Raider 3 is bloody hard. I know I played them all. I don't remember. I don't think I finished all of them. I know I finished Last Revelation, the first one. Ooh, that might have been it from the originals. I was close to finishing Chronicles, but then the game disc got scratched up and I never got to finish it. And then I think 2 and 3 I might have given up on. So that might have been one of those. Oh, this is most unfortunate. Is it Princess Fuse or Fuse? I've been possessed in a momentary lapse of vigilance. I was trying so hard to defend this village. Now it shall be reduced to a horrid curse zone. Alas, my strength, it wanes. All is lost. Oh, the flying type. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem without any ink. I suppose I could still do it, but... Alright, where's the kite guy? I ain't got any other moves. Tomb Raider has some really tight puzzles. Feel like if you're not pretty much perfect with your movement. Well, that was the problem with the Tomb Raider series, I always thought. Was I never felt like the controls were as refined as they should have been for some of the puzzles or some of the, you know, platforming that you had to do. So it was a miracle that I made it through the ones that I did, but yeah, there was a lot of stuff where timing had to be perfect or jumps had to be pixel perfect. So it was, there are usually, when it came to the Tomb Raider games, was a point where it wasn't fun, but I think overall I had a good time with the ones that I did play. Have I been freed from the evil curse? You've saved me, but I do not know how. What the heck happened, sweetness? Oh god. Oh, are you familiar with my family? The Satomi house? No, I can see now that you are not. Still, you may be of great service to me yet. Will you not listen to what I have to say? You just keep talking, pretty lady. Isun's listening. Oh, thank you. I am Princess... I'm gonna say Fuse, because, you know, Japan and whatnot. Priestess of the Gale Shrine. But maybe she has like a short fuse or something, I don't know. The Gale Shrine stands atop Mount Kamiji. Kazagami, the god of wind, is enshrined there. The wind blowing down from there keeps the monsters away. Known as the Divine Wind, it is venerated as our protector. However, it suddenly stopped blowing one day, and that has allowed the monsters to sneak into our village. Even I, the last remaining priestess here, was nearly slain. That horrible monster is behind all this. Ooh. Will you hear the rest of my story? I guess. There's only one explanation for why the divine wind stopped. It is that horrible monster, Crimson Helm. The beast now dwells within the Gale Shrine. The monsters in this area have all been under Crimson Helm's control ever since he appeared in Taka Pass 100 years ago. My people, the Satomi House, keepers of the Gale Shrine, have been battling the beast and his minions ever since. But last year, the fiends attacked and killed the head priest while he was weakened by sickness, and the Gale Shrine fell into their hands. I remember hearing that story. It was big news in these parts. If only I could vanquish Crimson Helm and free the Gale Shrine. But I am no match for the evil barrier that now bars entry. There's only one hope now. Only the warriors who serve Satomi House can right this wrong. Okay. Our last remaining hope for defeating Crimson Helm is the Satomi Canine Warriors. The Satomi Canine Warriors have protected the shrine and served the Satomi House for ages, but alas, they are now scattered throughout Nippon. If we could bring them together again, they could break the barrier and retake the shrine. Really? Then why don't you just summon those puppies on back? I've already tried, but I have yet to receive any word on their coming. I sense their presence nearby, but have yet to find them. What if they were attacked and injured, or even worse? I beg of you, would you please sniff out their whereabouts? You might find this useful. Oh, okay. I'm glad you were able to summon that down from space. Problem is that Lara's jump is actually decently complex, and the game expects you to use that complexity. But you have limited saves and many jumps, instant death, plus sometimes cheap and precise death traps made it pretty hard. I remember you being able to do like certain abilities, but it's like sometimes they seem kind of useless to me, like things like you can do the handstand and whatnot. I don't know, it's been ages since I played the original Tomb Raiders, but maybe that was the reason. I was playing those games when I was 13 or maybe a little bit younger, so it's a possibility that some of that stuff was eluding me. If I remember right, there's not like a tutorial or anything. I mean, you can do the mansion like practice run, but I don't think there was anything that ever told you how to do some of the specifics. So it's like when you just launched the game, you pretty much, if you were doing any of that special stuff, you had to go through the manual, which I never did, but I sense 5 of the Satomi Canine Warriors here in the village. They're a temperamental bunch. Don't take kindly to strangers, but they should return to me once they see the Canine Tracker. Canine Tracker will guide you to their direction. Please use it along with your strength to find them. Leave it to us, sweetness. We'll get them all back without a scratch. Can't wait to see how she thanks us, Ami. Is that like an actual tool? Yeah. But not something I need to equip. Okay. I guess there's nothing in here that I need to worry about. Okay, so this is indeed what I was thinking it was. We have to go find these dogs, and as I remember, you need to fight them. Basket-headed man. Ah, you're the white wolf I saw back in Kamiki village. I'm traveling the land to spread the good teachings of Buddha. There seem to be so many places in need of guidance. I could feel it here too, sinister coldness in the air. You have to be on alert at all times, like now, behind you. See, this happened last time too. I get the feeling that he's summoning these enemies. Nope. Alright. Whoa. I wasn't aware there was a sub-attack like that. I was actually just trying to dig that thing out. Humans are not witness to such battles, but I saw it. Fighting went on for exactly 29 seconds. Okay, is that good, or...? Alright, well... gotta get inside this thing. There you are, hello. What's a dog doing here? Hmm? I think he's trying to say something. Let me listen carefully, I can understand some animals. It's wagging its tail. Bet it's the canine tracker you got there. Hmm, what's that? Give me some food, I'm hungry. Sheesh. We just met and it's begging for food? What terrible manners. Okay. Glad I could help. I guess he was stuck inside a cave. I am full. My master, Princess Fusei, has summoned me. However, I didn't want to go straight home. You hear that, Elmi? That means this dog's one of those Satomi canine warriors. Canine warrior Ray. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. You hear that, Ami? Yes. The way Princess Fusei talked about them, I thought they were human. I mean, she did say canine. I don't know, maybe they fight like dogs? You think these flea bags are gonna be any help? Oh. Surprisingly, that cut through all of them. Okay, where are we going next? Ah, I like this music. It wasn't playing before, I guess because it was cursed. Not good enough. Excuse me? What the hell's the problem? Let me zoom out. What is your deal? Okay, yeah, maybe I gotta cut this. Girl was talking about the grass. Dig. Yeah, digging didn't do anything. I don't get it. You got any words? Flowers are so pretty, but it looks like they're filled with dead grass. But I'm watering them every day and bloom again. Right. That's why I was trying to, you know, make it not dead. But it's just not having any of that right now, I guess. Why was it so finicky? What the hell? Alright. And then the dog is just there. Hello? What's a dog doing here? It's wagging its tail too. Must be that canine tracker you have. What's that? Give me some food, I'm hungry. Sheesh. Why do these flea bags think we're gonna feed them? I don't know, but... should probably go back to one of those shops and... stock up. Nah, screw it. I'm full. Canine warrior Shin. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. You hear that, Ami? Yes. Can you believe these guys? I guess. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little restock on this. Oh, no, sorry, I was just trying to exit. Okay, so where to now? Actually, thinking about it, there should be a couple things that I skipped out on before that I could. Oh god, ah. Well, one of them was over here. Yeah, watering them every day is probably what killed them. Yeah. Possibility. Oh, wait, birds. Cool camera. What the? Really wanted me to look up there for some reason. Look at that. What the hell did you get in there? What's that dog doing here? It's wagging its tail too. It must be that canine tracker you have. What's that? Give me some food, I'm hungry. Sheesh, why do these flea bags think we're gonna feed them? We'll dinner with the rest. Secret dog. I am full. Cannon warrior Chi. Now that my stomach is full, I will return to my master. Hear that, Ami? I sure did. Tried out Darksiders 3, but didn't really like it. I hear that one had a different sort of gameplay style than, I guess, the previous two. I don't know. I haven't played a Darksiders game since the first one, and I got kind of burnt out on it. It was okay, it just wasn't striking a chord with me necessarily. I think I got it as part of like it might have been free for PS Plus back when I had that. So I was playing it for a little bit, but after a few hours it was just kind of like, I'm not really in the mood for this right now, so I never ended up finishing it. Seems to have a pretty big fan base. I mean, obviously, they've made 3 games, so. Can't get on with this at all. Trying to collect my harvest, you see, but only Mr. Bamboo's baskets can hold enough of it. Have you been to his house yet, pup? He lives there in the village. People come from far and wide to buy his work. He's a real master. But he suddenly stopped making anything. He said he just can't get a hold of any decent bamboo anymore. Come to think of it. Yes, go on, finish your sentence. Did you come across a slightly ramshackle house in Taka Pass? The old couple there were the last ones to order bamboo ware. Apparently, they suddenly had to have a bird cage made for them. I've always hated animals, so I wonder why they want that pet now. Or just a pet. Yeah, I think I've been there. It's weird. You like Darksiders 1 and 2? Those games are light beat-em-ups, Zelda-style puzzle dungeons. Darksiders 3 is trying to be the Dark Souls, not doing the best job in your opinion. Okay, maybe that was it. I had heard that they had changed the gameplay style, but I didn't know to what. But yeah, I guess trying to be another Souls-like. However, I haven't really heard any critical analysis of it, so I guess I couldn't share any other opinions I've seen people have on it. But that's too bad. At some point, I might have wanted to go play through the rest of that series. Chickens. Everything just eating my seeds up. Yes, glass beads. Made by a master. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is another one of those things where we'd have to use the wind ability, I'm sure. So. Someday, but not today. Or at least not right now. Maybe like in-game day. Oh, hello. What's a dog doing here? It's Wagon's Tail 2. Must be that canine tracker you have. What's that? All of them say the same thing. Oh, sorry. Well, the animations feel too fast, like the enemy's attack animation starts and they lunge like 3 frames to hit you. Sounds a bit shitty. Real rapid pace. The thing about the Souls games, unless you're dealing with something like Sekiro, lesser extent Bloodborne, because those games were quicker. But with the Souls games, it's kind of like... Well, people call Dark Souls games hard. It can be challenging for some people, and mainly you just have to be observational about it. People who never played old school RTS. Real-time strategies? I guess there's a sort of correlation between them, but... I don't know. You have to be observational about enemy movement patterns and other things like that. Maybe it'll parry, block, dodge, and whatnot. But once you start getting at a rapid pace like that, sometimes it gets a little bullshitty. Like a lot of people had issues with Sekiro, but... Anyway, let's try to get through this dog dialogue. This is Canine Warrior Co. None of them wanted to fight so far. I think probably the fighting is at the end. How many of the Canine Warriors does this make? Maybe we should go talk to Princess Fusei now. Maybe you're right. Alright, I got the thing that draws all the items to me. The problem is that there aren't too many developers that can get the right mix when it comes to, you know, making a Souls-like game. And sometimes you end up with some issues, whether it be things like iframes or, you know, even like animations, things like that. Sometimes not striking the proper balance can lead to frustration. Unneeded frustration. More chickens. I need to buy some more seed too. Damn it! It's the last one. That wouldn't even do me any favors. People pray to these little guys for a safe journey. Look at all that moss. They must have been here forever. for some items. The hell's your problem? Hey, Ami. That flea bag's giving you the evil eye. I think it noticed that canine tracker you got there. What's that? My master, Princess Fuse, has summoned me. But first, I wish to try out the skills I've honed on my journey. Hear that, Ami? Princess Fuse forbids me to join the fruitless battles. But I want you to prove your right to bear the canine tracker. Why, you got a lot of nerve picking on a fight with us. Well, bring it on, you flea bag. Right, Furball? Pick a fight? I guess. Yep, there was only one right answer. Even worse, the enemies, despite being a little bullshit, are only beatable because they're so simple. Even the bosses only have like 3-4 attacks, so dodge once and how many times you're allowed to attack, then dodge again. The best out of the 5 has had more than 2 close range attacks. Just stand in front, wait, dodge, repeat. Variety and complexity aren't there, only hard because animations are so weird and the windows so tight. Don't know who this fleabag thinks he is, but he's in for a surprise. I mean, to be fair, that kind of sounds like Sekiro, because it's sort of similar with them too. A lot of people enjoy that game, including me. But, yeah. Like I said, one thing done improperly can really change the flow of combat when it comes to Souls-like games, so... Haven't played Sekiro, so can't judge. It's a good game. I streamed it just a few months ago. In fact, I think that was right before I started streaming the Devil May Cry series. Worthy opponent, I see. Let us fight where we have more room. You hear that, Ami? Sounds like fun. This time we'll be playing for keeps. Bring it on, Fleabag. You're gonna wish we went straight back to Princess Fuse when we're done with you. Hey, if he's summoned by the princess, then maybe this is another one of the Satomi Canine Warriors. Oh, gee, you think? Tay. I'm done toying with you. Now you shall feel the wrath of the Satomi Power Orb. What the hell is that? Satomi Power Orb? Bah, bring it on, dog breath. We ain't afraid. Oh, Tay. I thought I heard something out here. Look, rushed up there, tail wagging with extreme ferocity. You two aren't fighting, are you? Huh? Fighting? Oh, of course not. Just some friendly wrestling. Look, not a scratch on either of us. Well, at least now we have 5 of the Satomi Power Orbs. But you've been naughty doggies. Why did you not come home immediately when I summoned you? Hey, Princess, what's with those Satomi Power Orbs? Each Satomi Canine Warrior bears an orb of different virtue. The Satomi Power Orbs are the Satomi House's greatest treasure. I need the orb's power to break Crimson Helm's barrier, but the Canine Warriors never listen when I summon them back, and 3 of them have yet to be accounted for. I fear something may have happened to them, but there is no one I could send out to help them. Hey, what's with that look, lady? Okay, I get the hint. We'll find the rest of them too. After all, I said we'd get them all back without a scratch. Wonderful. I'll be forever grateful. I know the general locations of the remaining 3 Canine Warriors. I shall mark them on your map. Ah, yes. And again, I didn't really like Demon Souls much either. They think much better than Darksiders 3. Well, Demon Souls... I mean, unless you're referring to Dark Souls in general, but Demon Souls is the first, I guess you could call it, Souls game. Despite the fact that there were other games that kind of had similar properties before that, but still, we'll call it the initial one. It's Patient Zero, but it's gone through some refinery over time. I feel like with sort of the more slow, methodical Souls pace, Bloodborne kind of peaked it. Sekiro kind of takes the style but does something a little bit more action-oriented with it, so it feels a little less so, but very much in tune with still being observant of your opponent, trying to, you know, guess which attacks they're going to do, dodging, countering, that kind of stuff. But I feel like the Souls games are more meticulous when it comes to that, and it has a little bit more variety. Still, Sekiro, I gotta say, one of my favorite games from Software, if not my favorite. It's also the only one of their modern games where I played it straight through and didn't have to take a break because of just like feeling like it was going on too long. Even with Bloodborne, which I loved, that was the case with that one. I was like, couldn't go on for too long with it. Wasn't a fan of the level design in Demon's Souls. I gotta be honest, I don't remember the level design in Demon's Souls. You should try Dark Souls, though, if you like the gameplay at all. Dark Souls had fantastic level design. Still, I think, of the 3 Dark Souls games, it had the best. Demon's Souls, I don't remember that much, though. I shall return here once you have shown it to them. That is, if they have not been injured or even worse. Please hurry, we must get the power orbs and break the barrier. Alright. I'll get your Power Rangers. Love Dark Souls, played it many times? Oh, okay. Well, then you should know. Oh, okay. Invisible wall there. When I first played Demon's Souls, I think I got that one. That was another one of those cases where I got it as part of PlayStation Plus as well. But I always meant to go back to it. I never finished that game. But I liked it. But at the time when I played it, it just, the gameplay sort of eluded me in some aspects of it. And I don't remember what in particular it was. I got through a decent chunk of it, but there was just a point where I kind of gave up. So, you know. One of those situations, but I played it at somewhat an early time where I was only playing, you know, a particular set of games. I wasn't quite having the variety. Not as seasoned as I am now, so. Now I want to... What the hell? How do I... never mind then. Alright, well, regardless, I think there's one up here. Pinpoint exactly where that was, so I guess it's... Oh, you know what? I wonder if he'll even be able to do that. It seems like there's a lot of connecting stories going on here. But maybe I should go take a look at these old people, because apparently they got a bird cage. And of course, there has been some form of bird napping. A few levels in that game we really despise. Some levels have massive gaps between checkpoints and shortcuts. Yeah, I remember that. In fact, I felt that way about just the first level, but ones that were worse than that for sure. Hey, what are you doing back here again, mutt? You've got some nerve coming into people's houses like this. You wouldn't even make a decent snack, you scrawny mongrel. My husband's caught a nice tasty beast for us to feast on anyway. When it's finally stopped tweeting, we can dig in. I can hardly wait. The moon's very bright again tonight, isn't it? Moonlight can be a real nuisance for us, you know. It seems to give us strange powers and makes us show our true colors. So it makes it hard to keep up a pretense of normal life. And we get so hungry on nights like that, too. There we go, okay. I was trying to do that before, but it just wouldn't let me. Ah, you saw me, you saw me! Where'd that shadow come from? It ain't human, whatever it is. So, you saw me. I'm going to kill you. Going to eat you all up. Bring it on, you spooks. Come out and fight. Oh, they are crane demons. I liked how his mustache was like a pair of clippers or something. I don't really know what was going on there, but it was interesting. Oh. Whoa. Figured out where that fang cut point is yet. Oh, glad that just manifested itself in front of me. Oh, it was so awful being locked away by those monsters. Feels wonderful to be free again. Thanks so much, doggy. Here, let me pet you. My name's Chun, precious flower of the Sparrow Inn. Flower of Sasa Sanctuary, Chun. Is this the girl the boss of the Sparrow Inn was looking for? Likely. I'd better get home, otherwise Pop would be worried about me. But if I go alone, those monsters might catch me again. Would you come with me back to the Sasa Sanctuary, doggy? Ah, this brat's a handful. Oh well, let's hang with her for a bit. Stupid. Why, you little... Come on, doggy, let's go. Very disappointed in your strength builds. We figured out bosses essentially worked on the same poise rules as enemies. Boss would take... Hold on. Stats were never my forte when it came to most of the Souls games, unless I was doing multiple playthroughs, but... It particularly was not. It was one of those things, like I was talking about, where there are certain mechanics of the earlier games that eluded me if I didn't play it all the way through or more than one time. Burka! My boss will take 1 strength. Retaliate, we'll get stun locked for 3-4 dex weapon hits. That might be good to know for me if I decide to play through it at some point again. I'm actually probably going to do that sooner rather than later. I don't think I'll stream it, but I do want to play through Demon Souls at some point. I just need to get a hold of a copy, or subscribe to PS Plus again, which I don't really want to do. She moves fast when she wants to. At least we're able to run by everything else. Yes, we've been here before. Ami, isn't this the place that Mr. Bamboo mentioned? He said he couldn't get any bamboo to make his bamboo ware. I mean, yeah. Not really at the forefront of my mind right now, but... Hey. Hey you, Scruffy, what are you doing in Sasa Sanctuary? We've already been through this. The whole Sparrow tribe is on high alert at the moment. No one gets through this gate until Boss's daughter's found. Huh? Chun? Hi, I'm back. Chun, are you okay? Boss, she's back. Chun's back. Who cranks the turnstile to get him on the other side? Pop! I'm sorry, Pop. I won't go out on my own again. Uh-oh. The boss is delighted. You sure about that? This white doggy saved me, Pop. You'll give him something to thank him, won't you? Her? Yeah, and it's a fine game, but you can feel the decisions made in DS1 fixing problems in that game. Oh yeah, I'm sure. There's a lot of changes between those two. I mean, whether I noticed it or not, it's one of those things where it's like just being able to play through the game without as much frustration. It might have been one of those things, like I said, I never finished it, and I don't quite remember it because it's been so long, but it might have been one of those things where I was frustrated with Demon Souls maybe because there were some things that were on the game that made it frustrating, whereas in Dark Souls, there were things that were frustrating that were on me. So it's like I had to get better in order to get through things, but when it came to Demon Souls, it was things that were overly challenging or frustrating based on just how the game worked. So it might have been one of those situations, but I'd like to go back and actually play through and see what those might have been. The boss has accepted you. You're lucky. Okay then, you better come inside. Blighttown 1.0 is the worst thing you've ever seen. When I first played through Dark Souls, I played the Steam version, so I don't know if that came out after, or if that was the same as everything else. But regardless, it would have had updates automatically, as opposed to getting a disc version, which sometimes I didn't connect to the internet for games around that time period for months at a time. Oh, the rats. I'm for a Demon Souls version of Blighttown. I don't even remember that. Oh hey, I got 350, so I can upgrade this. So there's still another one. I guess there's got to be 4 total. I don't see them giving you just, I don't know, 5 of those things are over that much. Seems a little bit too much of a gimme. Ah, it's another month in the red. It's bad enough not having any guests, but closing the place. Welcome to Sparrow Inn. I'm a hostess here. Let us know if there's anything you need. Welcome. This is Sasa Sanctuary's long-running Sparrow Inn. Yes, welcome. You're the one who rescued young Chun, aren't you? It was chaos here for a while when she suddenly vanished like that. Thank goodness she's safe now. Oh yes, thank goodness. I guess I'm going upstairs. You're not staying here, are you? No, of course not. I imagine that innocent look is what got you into Sasa Sanctuary. Ah. Up we go. This treasure chest? We've been waiting for you. You did a great job finding Chun. We want to thank you too. When I told Pop everything you did, he was really surprised. Weren't you, Pop? Uh-oh. The boss is very impressed with you. We want to give you everything in these baskets as a reward. You can rest at the inn down below. And the hot spring behind the inn is great for relaxing. Oh. Of course, said to have been brought from the Dragon Palace. Oh, we've seen that before. Man, that's a lot of shit. I thought the wooden bears were one of a kind. I guess not. Actually, thinking about it, the one of a kind stuff was Zodiac related. Traveler's Charm. Glass beads. And Steel Soul Sake. I want to attempt to cut through paper doors if I can. Well, that's nice. Oh, it just opened up. Oh. Flavorful egg dish. I'm just eating this dude's food. Sasa cake. Delicious cake bursting with beans. That doesn't sound good. Sasa fruit. Tiny yet full of flavor. Imagine taking a bite of cake and just exploding beans in your mouth. There's a board game here, but it doesn't look like it's been used. I suppose maybe if it's that... Well, they have some like sweets. That's not really dessert oriented, I don't think, wholly, but like the red bean mash paste. It's supposed to be kind of sweet. Well, I've sure ended up in a funny place this time. Maybe the gods are telling me to rest. I've been working hard. But a trader never rests. That's the salesman's curse. So if you've been sent to buy something, pup, take a look. Yeah, I guess. Also, with that Blighttown 1.0, it's bigger. You can't roll in the swamp. Big enemies who could block. This is basically a boring trek of avoiding enemies. If the boss hadn't been easy, it would have gone insane. Yeah, I don't even remember that. At least not from the description, but... So maybe I either didn't go there, or it's just one of those cases where I'm just like... I have no recollection of this place. Although I don't remember this place in the original game. I'm sure it was there. This Sasa Sanctuary, but... No, I don't really want to buy anything else. Oh, sorry. More positive note, you played Nier Automata and Cluster Truck, both of which you loved. I think I remember last time you popped in, you had made mention that you were playing Automata, but I don't recall anything of Cluster Truck. A friend of mine streamed Cluster Truck when that game was in alpha. I don't know if he ever got to do the finished version of the game, but it seemed kind of fun. Ah, it is you, isn't it? You're the one who rescued Chun. Yep, that was me. Automata I liked. It felt a little bit of tedium playing through it. And I know there's, you know, like differences and stuff, but it's like, I don't know. I did get a little bit of burnout on it, some. But overall, my feelings towards the game are pretty positive. I guess that's not eatable. I'm so bored. Just killing time, really. Haven't got any work to do at all. Just carrying that rice around. You lost your mind trying to do the final boss of Cluster Truck with no abilities, though? Man, I was just thinking, do I have Cluster Truck? No, I don't. I thought I got something Cluster Truck related, but I didn't get Cluster Truck. I got Omnibus, that's what it was. I was like, I got something having to do with vehicles and weird physics. Oh, man. Look how far away I was from that to actually eat it. Prepared with the utmost care. Sasa hot potch. Marinated in simmered vegetables. Sasa crab. Dish showcasing a whole crab. Sasa fish. Fish roasted to perfection. Sasa rice. Rice prepared grain by grain. Oh. Sasa meat. Luxurious and hearty red meat. Who are you? Whoa. Now there are wolves serving here? Yep, this sure is a strange inn, but the food is just great. Maybe I'm dreaming. I mean, an inn run by sparrows? Yes, it is all pretty surreal, isn't it? Alright. Let's check out these hot springs. What the hell are you doing? Excuse me, wait a minute, please. This is Sasa Bathhouse, Sparrow Inn's famous natural hot spring, but I'm afraid the water's run out. We're closed at the moment. What do you mean there's no hot water? This is a hot spring, ain't it? It happened the other day. There was a sort of earthquake. I thought I heard a monster roar. Then the water just stopped flowing all of a sudden. Earthquake and a monster roar? Wonder if it was that disturbance where everything went black. Ever since that, I've been praying for the water to return, but it's not showing any signs of springing up again. Never before in the history of Sasa Bathhouse has this happened. I'm so sorry you've come all this way, only to be disappointed. I blame myself. I must beat myself with my own fried drumsticks. What? Hey, cut that out. We hate taking baths anyway. Can't deny that Automata can get repetitive. First, I think you're meant to take a break after ending A, after ending B. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I mean, not a long break, but it wasn't a game that I played straight through. Like, you know, usually when I get a new game, I'll just keep playing it day after day after day, but it's like after some of the endings, I think I went through 2 like big time endings, not just like the frivolous ones, but like 2 of them I took like almost a half a month before I started it up again. Please start again. I prayed and prayed and prayed, but the water still won't flow. This is it. The end of Sasa Bathhouse. It's dried up now. What would my ancestors think? Beating myself with my own fried drumsticks will be a fitting end. I already told you. We don't take baths, right, Furball? Oh, this guy. I figured I'd have to actually, like, get to him. Did I get the credits ending? I don't know what happened. You just mean, like, the final ending, right? Because, yeah, I beat the game. But it's just, like, the, I'm trying to think how long it took me, because after I got like the third one, like the third big ending, I was like, all right. And then I think I left it for a little while. I came back to it maybe later in the year, because didn't it launch like somewhere early, like March or April or something like that? And I played it through, then I got the second ending, and then I took a break for like half a month, and then I played it through, and then I got the other ending, and then I stopped playing it, and then I beat it later that year. But it wasn't one thing that was all in one go. Oh, the smell of this bamboo sure brings back memories. The bamboo from Sasa Sanctuary smells like no other. I can't wait to get started making my bamboo ware. I must finish it in time for the festival. Hey, it's the old bamboo dude. Oh, hello, Wolfie, little sprite. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I just thought you meant like if the credits pop up, and I was thinking, well, they pop up like in all endings, so I don't, but yes, alright. Thank you for all your help. Ever since you found the Sparrow Boss's missing daughter, entry to Sasa Sanctuary is possible again. I wish I could thank you somehow. Is there something you're having trouble with? Trouble? Nah. But that sparrow over there seems to have a problem. Oh, what's wrong, little sparrow? Please leave me alone. I have to put things right. I won't set a bad example for the others. If I sacrifice my flesh to the gods, they will revive the spring. Here we go again. You wish to revive this dried-up hot spring? I may be of some assistance in that case. Whoa, what's that? This bamboo tube on my back reacts to underground minerals. You should be able to easily detect where the hot spring water is. You sure about that, Gramps? Yep, my bamboo ware never lies. First, I'll need some help. Now be a good Wolfie and dig me a hole. It'll be fun, like a game. Spent like 70 hours in Automata to get all the weapons maxed and finish every side quest. I know I didn't 100% it, but I probably put in a good 50 hours in that game. Which is more than I would have assumed I would have put in, like, on the onset of playing the game. But I don't think I quite got to, like, anywhere around 70. Let's go ahead and do this hot spring thing. Thank you, both of you. Very well, I'll explain the hot spring digging game. When the game begins, I'll start walking around. Your job is to rapidly dig so I can get deep in the ground. But be careful, many dangers lurk underground. I'll focus on walking so I won't be able to avoid danger. And if I get hurt too badly, I won't be able to play anymore. But if I'm able to get deep underground, I'll show you where the hot spring water will bubble up. Shall I explain it again? No. I'm fine. Very well, let the hot spring digging game begin. Use a triangle and square to break the rocks. Once you get your companion to the bottom, they'll tell you where to start digging. Ugh. It's like that owl, yeah, in Legend of Zelda. Like I said, I think we mentioned that before, but fortunately when it comes to when people offer you to explain things again, it always starts off on the no, I'm good. As opposed to, yes, please explain everything again if you're trying to like click through fast as possible. DLC challenges are too hard for you. You could only beat one of them. Second, that you could beat. Third was insanely tough. Lost all hope. I didn't even touch the DLC. I don't remember DLC for that game. But when it comes to DLC packs, I've become less and less interested in trying to play through them, because even ones that are considered the best of them, I've never really felt were all that fun for me. But anyway, rocks come in many styles. Pay careful attention to different types to make your descent. The game ends and time's up, or if you or your companion take damage, you'll lose time. Okay. It's items. So I could turn them around with the slash, I could break those rocks. I gotta break cracked rocks with the bomb. I can rejuvenate him a bit if I need him to move faster. Oh god. Uh-oh. This is a game that requires a little bit of thought. Hey. Other way. Other way, you idiot. Oh, great, now I'm completely out. Dark Souls DLC has always been good, but most DLC in games doesn't interest you. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, the last DLC I did, oh, that just blew up everything. I think it was the Spider-Man expansions, and I thought they were good. I mean, it was more of the game, so that's nice, but at the same time, it was like, I didn't think it was that good. Said if we hit rock bottom, does that mean that there's nothing we can do now? Oh no, we got it. Alright, so we just have to get down to the bottom. The Bloodborne DLC I've heard by everybody is like so good, and I bought it when it was on sale, despite it being like 20 bucks, which I think is a little much for DLC, but hey, I guess if it's long enough. But I haven't made an attempt to play it yet. So, at some point I think I will. It's just, I gotta muster up the strength to go through all that again. Water! Water! The water's flowing again. See, I told you, my bamboo ware never lies. Although thinking about it, I did get the what the hell did they name it? The Prepare to Die edition of Dark Souls original. That was the one on Steam. Anyway, that one came with the DLC package, and if I remember right, that was the Artorias stuff, which I liked. So, despite not having paid for it since it was already included, I did like that one. Well done, Ami. Thank you, both of you. I'll never forget this. You both have free access to the bathhouse whenever you want. Oh, I'll dance the hot spring hop forevermore. That's okay. Artorias, Okami, and Manus were DLC. They were all in the same area, though. Like, it was all interconnected. So, but yeah, all that was part of the expansion. Look, Ami, it's happening again. What? Space? Oh, we're getting a constellation. The hell is this? The bomb god? Oh, it's a snake. Or something. Maybe you could just speak through the bottle. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. I have remained hidden here, creeping along the water's surface. I, Nuragami, god of water, am happy to bestow upon you my power. Moisten the thirsty earth and restore the glory of nature. Oh, maybe I could soften the little hard spots. Possibly put out fires. Nuragami. Oh, that's the god of water. That must mean you got the water sprout brush technique. Ouch, hot, hot, hot! Fire, I'm on fire! No, the fried drumsticks were a bad idea. Luckily for you, Ami needs some practice. Ami, try to put out that fire with the power of water spout. Water spout is a brush technique that harnesses the power of water. Place your brush over water, then draw a line. Water's power will pass into the line, creating a stream. But enough talk, you'd better try it before he becomes a crispy critter. But your brush, yeah, I gotcha. There you go. Excellent. No fried sparrow for you, but at least you can make the stream. But the power of water spout doesn't stop there. See that bubbling water in the middle of the hot spring? That's called a power spring. Water power is concentrated there. If you draw a line straight up from the bubbling water, I bet you can create an amazing column of water. Ugh. Couldn't he have jumped in the hot spring himself? You'd think so. That's what I'm talking about. Now you can control power springs. I kind of wondered what all that was. Hey, I didn't know you could do that. Maybe we can use this to find treasure in high places. Let's draw a water column whenever we see a power spring. Well, not the greatest treasure, but I'm sure there's some kind of achievement for this. Don't take damage in the hot springs. So anyway, what are you doing? If I put everything I have into my bamboo ware, perhaps I could again help others someday. I must go get some bamboo from the thicket deep within the sanctuary. That means I'll have to go through that gate. But the gate won't open until this large bamboo tube sounds. And who knows when that will happen. I'll just have to wait patiently. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while naturally. I gotta like wait for rain and whatnot. Oh, that didn't... That's surprising. Oh, there it goes. Hooray! The gate to the bamboo thicket opened. But I think I'll take a break in the hot spring while I'm here. You bastard! Well, I'm gonna go. You'd think if it's controlled by the thing, the bamboo thing, that it'd be timed, so it'd close eventually, yeah? I don't remember anything that goes on here, but I don't know if it was this spot in particular. I do remember there being a bamboo field or thicket, and there was like an alien. I suppose we might get to that. In fact, I think that might have been the spoiler. It was like the culmination of things in the game, but oh well. What's wrong with you? Whoa, get a load of Tweety here. Hey, what's with all the chirping, kid? Don't call me kid. I have a name, you know, it's Ty. I'm not chirping, I'm crying. I don't know how to emote tweet. Crybaby Ty. Oh, you're crying. So, what's with that freaky cry of yours? Take's lost. He disappeared while we were out for a walk. Who's Take? Is he a friend of yours? He's my dog. I lost my dog. Okay, I wonder if it's the dog. Oh yeah, hey, the canine tracker's out. Mostly up near Automata for its story. Most of the other elements are passable. Yeah, I could see that. I wasn't too big on the open world aspect of it. I didn't think the level design in particular was all that great, but I thought the combat was passable enough to make it entertaining. And then I like the story. It's just having to, you know, Groundhog Day it and backtrack and do not everything the same over again, but you know what I mean. You played it. It got a little tedious, but it's a fun game. That must mean it's gonna be a dog around here somewhere. Whoa, okay. I guess we've seen them before, but they weren't like out in the open like that. This is a little weird. Controlling the robots. Yeah, the little mini games they developed as you play through the game were kind of fun. That's mostly what I remember, the controlling the robots, but... See what I see, Ami? Unless I'm hallucinating or something. That bamboo over there looks like it's flashing. Maybe we'll find something interesting inside if we cut it down. Okay, there's like a weird pattern to this. Bingo! What's a dog doing in there? If he snuck up on the robots and hacked, he could control any of them. Take's back. Take? What's wrong, boy? Why are you growling? Wait a minute. What's this white wolf who spirited you away? Oh, give me a break. Hey, wait. I think this flea bag's trying to say something. White wolf. What right do you have to bear the canine tracker? Fight me and prove that you are worthy. Canine warrior Gi. You hear that, Ami? This must be one of the canine warriors. That canine tracker really set him off. What'll it be, Ami? Yes. Okay, you sure you're ready? Don't hold back now. Yeah, getting control like the big robots and among other things. It was sort of a neat aspect. I'm not saying that they didn't do things differently during the other playthroughs, it's just that, I don't know, I guess for me, they required something more to keep me from not being annoyed by having to go through some of the previous parts again. I kind of wonder how the general public responded to that. I'm gonna have to take a look at the trophies and see what percentage of people actually made it through the entirety of the game. This little bastard. Very evasive. Cut it out. Leave him alone. I wouldn't allow you to bully Take like that. Keep it up and I'll clobber you. Tried doing the credits ending without help, but it's nearly impossible. Wait a sec, Tweety. We're not bullying anybody. Right, you fleabag? Come on, say something. I know Princess Fusei summons me. It is my duty to defeat Crimson Helm, defiler of the Gale Shrine. But I cannot return. This place is in grave danger. The monster will overrun the Sasso Sanctuary without me. And the Sparrow Tribe, they would all be... Oh, what shall I do? Okay. I have the orb now. The duty orb? What's this? The power orb has chosen you. I need worry no longer. I shall remain here and battle the monsters for the Sparrow Tribe. Even separated, the hearts of the canine warriors beat as one. Huh? Hey, wait a second. Did I not feed these ones? I guess not. The original Nier was way worse about that, so I guess you're just expecting it. I only watched a stream of the original Nier, and then there was that other one that got released, I think just overseas. But I guess it's getting re-released or something. Definitive edition, remastered, something like that. But I had watched the original one played, and then with Automata I just did the main game on my own, and then I watched all the endings afterward without, you know, having to do them myself. Someday I'll probably go back. I want to play it on a system that can run it better, so thinking of doubling down and getting Steam version at some point, but just because on PS4, it's one of those things where it didn't run as smooth as it could have. Ah, what a fabulous hot spring. Wolfie, I heard a ruckus from afar, but why don't you wash off all that grime in the hot spring? Hot spring? I think we'll pass. Anyway, isn't it about time you started looking for bamboo? Oh, you're right, the festival is just around the corner. It falls on the night of the full moon. Night of the full moon? Yep, Kamiki Village holds the Kamiki Festival on the night of the full moon during this time of year. You've heard the legend of how the great heroes Nagi and Shiranui defeated the terrible beasts with the help of the gods, haven't you? That's why the village pays homage to the gods and the sacred tree. This year is the 100th anniversary of the beast's defeat. I'd better finish that bamboo ware I want to sell at the festival. Hot dog, I just love festivals. We gotta remember to go back to Kamiki Village on that day. Oh, and by the way, Wolfie, I'd like to give you a little something to thank you for your help in the hot spring digging game. It isn't much, but you may find it useful. Here you go. Oh, hey, a mermaid coin. Thanks, Gramps. Whoa, that's some grubby pocket change. There are many small springs known as mermaid springs across Nippon. They say you can pass between them by tossing in one of those coins. If it's true, you could travel across Nippon in a blink of an eye. Oh, it's just fast travel? That's not fun. I thought we got something out of it. Or it was like some form of collectible. Really? Those are some wicked coins. They must be extremely valuable. No, not really. You can even buy them at stores around here. I only kept it because it was kind of cute. I don't have much, so you'll have to excuse me. Okay. Second and third runs of Nier 1, I like to call speed runs since you rush through it as fast as possible. I'm gonna have to play that at some point too, but that never got a wider release. Still just kind of confined to PS3. I mean, which is fine, it's just... I don't like to buy things digitally, and then, unless I'm thinking about it, which I'm usually not, when it comes to a lot of games. Especially like PS3, there's a lot of PS3 games that I need to actually own, and not just have gotten through PS Plus or something like that, because that's how I played a lot of them back in day, but now I need to get the physical versions of them, and it's like... there's not too much, but they're coming to that point where they're starting to climb in price. But I always think of Kaguya when I talk about the moon. Oh, how she used to love gazing up at the moon. There I go again, reminiscing about the past. I'll end up in the poorhouse if I don't finish my bamboo ware soon. I'm trying to see what else he had to say, but... I don't know what you're talking about, old man. We messed it up. Is there a shop around here? Anyway, we got 2 other dogs to find, so let's go ahead and get on with it. And this Crimson Head, I remember the name of it, but I don't remember what it was. I feel like there was an enemy that was sort of like a shadow version of the Orochi, but I don't remember if that was this or what. Actually, thinking about it, that might have just been like the preliminary appearance of all the bosses, because that's what the spider thing did. Oh, you know what? I feel like there was some flaming chests around here. There were, but they were like in the upper area. There might be a way to douse them without using the water. I don't know, but it seemed kind of strange because I think they're like in a cave. I don't think there's any way to get any water through there. There's one of these power spouts here, though. No, 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 no. I thought it'd be like in the cutscene where she just super jumps, but that didn't quite happen. Oh, that freaked me out. So what's going on now? Okay. Huh. Wonder where that was there. Let's see, let's see. I need to bring up the map. Zoom out. I guess one's in Nagata? Maybe I should use the mermaid coin. It's a fairly long way to go. I mean, I guess maybe at full charge run it's not quite as bad, but I don't want to. I just don't want to. So, since I got it, I might as well use it. How the hell do I use it, though? I don't know, what are you doing? Auto jumping. Okay, wow. That wasn't so bad. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go to Shinshu since it's just further back. We apparently have to go back here anyway. That other dog might be in Kamiki, actually. Let me see. Yeah, it is. Son of a bitch. There's a ways to go. Man, that is a bit of a pain. You have to go through basically all of the levels at night because that's the only way you're going to see some of these chests. Because they're completely invisible. I thought that, you know, maybe you could still see them, like you could see the top, because sometimes you could see like the top poking out through the ground. There's no light beam, but you could still see evidence of a chest. But just near the beginning of the stream, there was a chest where I saw the light beam protruding, but then once it switched to day, there was no indication of it, so... Yeah, it means there's a dog here. Oh, hey, I wonder if it's the kids. Yeah, this one. It is. What's up with him? He hasn't moved a muscle. What's wrong, little doggy? Nothing to do as usual? Hayabusa. It's a ninja dog. Doggy's ignoring me. How long are you planning to just sit there? You remind me of a certain statue I saw somewhere. Is that the canine tracker? Have you come to take me back to my master? You hear that, Ami? You must be on an errand from Princess Fusei if you bear that. But I shall not move from here, for the festival will begin soon. Canine warrior Chu. He's not Hayabusa at all. You've got to be kidding me. You're one of the Satomi canine warriors? And you're ignoring the princess's summons to wait for the festival? You bear the canine tracker, so you must know what it decrees. Men settle their differences at night, man to man, fist to fist. Man to man, fist to fist? Don't you mean dog to wolf, paw to paw? You gonna let this punk talk to you like that, Ami? Pick a fight? Yes. Do miss the PS2 era platformer games like Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Spyro. Nice short, medium experiences. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like if a game's too short, especially nowadays, charging $60, it feels like a bit of a ripoff, but... Like, for instance, Resident Evil 3, the remake, it's like... I beat that game, what, in 8 hours or something like that? No secondary campaigns or anything. And it's like, they're charging $60 for that. I guess I had the multiplayer, but that's of no interest to me. But my fault, I suppose. However, I think it was even in beta still by the time that game launched. I don't know if that ever actually fully came out. I paid $25 for it, so it's like it was worth the price I paid, but I wouldn't have paid full price had I known just how short it was gonna be. Really can't say no to a fight, can you? Let's show what it means to be the new hole-digging king. I think when I was playing this game, even though, it's like, I was sort of surprised at how long it was. I mean, it is a Zelda clone, and Zelda games were typically on the lengthier side, but, yeah, around this time I was playing some longer ones. Final Fantasy XII came out at the same time, which I'm also replaying, but it's like, those had a surprising length to them, and I think at the time, that was one of the longest games I had ever played from start to finish. It's like nowadays, so many games just rack up gameplay time to where you're playing stuff for 50, 60 hours before you actually finish it. Even if it's just, you know, something that isn't the same gameplay style as games that would normally take that long, like an RPG. Okay, you've got some explaining to do, Fleabag. Why ignoring the princess's summons to wait for the festival? I am not the real Hayabusa. The real Hayabusa died along with Mushi's father when they were attacked by monsters deep in the forest. I happened to pass by about that time, but it was too late. Right before Hayabusa died, she begged me to protect Mushi. She foretold the coming of an evil arrow from the sky, an arrow that would kill Mushi on the night of the full moon. That is how I came to live here in this village. I've been waiting for the full moon of the festival season. Nobody noticed. I was not the real Hayabusa, as we are the same breed. The night of the full moon draws near. I shall not move from here. My duty is to fulfill Hayabusa's dying wish. I must protect Mushi. I guess I'm just taking all their stones. Loyalty orb. We got a Satomi power orb, Ami. What was all that she said Hayabusa foretold? Something or other about an arrow that would kill Mushi? That's not very happy story for such a festive season. I hope it's not related to that legend about Orochi and the arrow. I mean, probably is. There wasn't a spout thing here, was there? What the hell is that? There's something down there, but I don't have a swim ability. I don't think there's any around here. I'm not seeing anything. I do wonder if the shop's updated. I'm gonna check this real quick. Not that I'd have much choice anyway, but I have to go all the way back through to the forest, so let's see what you got. Oh, they do have mermaid coins. A little bit expensive, but I guess that's fine. Nothing else new, though. Do everything except the first one. It depends on the content for you. I always enjoyed your time with Dark Souls. Some games overstay their welcome. Yeah, I mean, it's the same for me. Even with Dark Souls, I feel like sometimes those games overstay their welcome. Usually I'll have to break with all of them, except Sekiro was the only one that I played start to finish. That might have something to do with the fact that I streamed it, but thinking about it, I started streaming Dark Souls 3. It wasn't something I continually came back to, but it wasn't enough to hold my attention from start to finish. They just get a little long after a while. But, you know, some other games can go through fast and quick depending on what they have you doing or the gameplay style or if there's an interesting story attached. I wonder if I'm able to... Let's see. Said something about softening the ground, so... I guess that doesn't work. Or it's too far away. But it's like I was looking at some of the streams I had uploaded, and it's like some of them go on for like 7 to, I don't know, 15, 19, 20 parts, and some of the longer games, I don't even feel like they're as long as they end up being. But then some of the shorter ones, like, unfortunately, as much as I like Shenmue 3, considering it was a replication of basically the old games, it was like, boy, only 9 streams and it felt so long. I guess I did play some on my own time, but still, I did the same thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it's like, that had 11 parts, and I think longer stream times, and that just kind of flew by. Phew, I'm firing all cylinders again today. So, what do you want? What's with the twinkle in your eye, Pooch? You want a race? Okay, Lightning Needle will give you a run for your money. Oh. I didn't know we were doing this. Where are we running to? I don't like the shot, like, straight up his tunic. Oh. I was actually going in the direction of the arrows. I guess that wasn't the way you wanted to go. Maybe we're just supposed to... what? Go along the path? I don't know where the race is. Huh. Let's try it again. I almost feel like I have to stick behind him so I can tell. Okay, well, it bonked out, so I'm not sure. If there's a predetermined path, I am not finding it. Probably had something to do with the game flow. The big problem with Darksiders 3 was I had 30 to 40 second loading screens after dying. Oof. Yeah, that ain't good. I think sometimes, yeah, sometimes you could kind of feel, even if there isn't much having to do with the flow, then maybe it's like sometimes it could be a lack of variety or something like that. It's just tedium. I feel like games I get burnt out on regardless of whether or not, you know, it has a quick pace. But yeah, I could see that in some cases. The water here is so lovely and cool. Now time to get to work. Here's the barrel. What the hell are you doing? Alright, looky here, it's Kushi. What you up to here, sweetie? Oh, it's you, Snowy and Asun. I'm here making preparations for the annual Kamiki festival. I've come to get water for the holy sake we offer to the gods. People say that the water here at what the hell is this place? Hitoshio Spring has divine powers. We always mix it with the holy sake we use for the festival. That way we can make 8 purification sake. Well, hold it right there, sister. 8 purification sake? You mean the sacred drink of the ancient legend? That's right. It goes back to the legend of Nagi and Shiranui. It was the miraculous sake that they used to defeat Orochi. Apparently, they got the beast drunk and cut off its heads. It certainly smells strong enough to intoxicate anything. I don't know if the legends are really true or not, but we offer the sake to the gods at the festival time and pray for peace. By the way, sweetie, I was wondering, you plan on filling this barrel with water? That's right. We need enough for all the villagers. So I have to fill this barrel to the brim. How the hell are you going to transport it? But how are you going to fill such a big barrel with water? And even if you can, how are you going to carry it back to the village? That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that because Susanoo usually takes care of it. He can handle the barrel as if it was light as a feather. There's no way I can manage on my own, though. I mean, I could fill it for you, but... How silly of me to not to think this through. I wonder how I'm going to get the spring water into the barrel. Silly girl. Well, I mean, alright. Watch this. That's odd. How did the water get into the barrel all by itself? Isn't it strange how the barrel filled with water like that? I wonder if it'll keep going until it's full. No, it's not full yet. Alright, well. I guess you could try taking it now. Yay! How wonderful! The barrel's full of spring water already. This'll be plenty for the holy sake for the festival. Excellent. Now we just have to get it back to the village. Carry it home? But it must weigh a ton. Oh, look, he's back. Oh, wait, no, he isn't. I thought that was Susanoo's blade. What is it? Do you want some of the spring water? I don't think that's it. Sorry. I'll be getting this barrel out of your way soon. Yeah, what exactly happened? Oh, he is back. Back, you beast. Here I am just taking a walk, and look what I run into. Oh, it's you. Susanoo. Take one more step towards the lady, and I'll be your last. The great Susanoo, descendant of Hironagi, forbids it. Not to spare my fair Kushi. Susanoo is here to save the day. Uh-oh, this looks bad. I swing my sword in the name of love. Susanoo-style sword of passion. Here I go. Oh. You. Leave. My. Kushi. Alone. I'll keep going. Let's make a longer sentence. Huh? Susanoo, watch out! Gotta make sure it lines up with his exact slashes. Hey, you did it, Pops. That was amazing. You look kind of scared at first, but you pulled it off for the lady. Susanoo, thank you. I didn't expect to see such ferocious monsters here. Are you hurt? Susanoo? I knew it. I knew it all along. Strange things have been happening ever since then. First that boulder in Kamiki, then that battle with the bear, and now this. My sword is possessed by a strange power. You listen to me, O spirit who defiles my sword. I shall not be controlled by, like some puppet. By the gods, I shall expose. Oh, I missed that part. I was trying to proceed the text a little quicker, but it wasn't working. Gross wolf spit. Magnificent Isun takes offense. Why I oughta. Where's Susanoo? Where'd he go running off to? He left without saying a word. What was he thinking? I mean, he just won the battle. Now it's time to win the damsel's heart. At least he could have stuck around to help carry the barrel. It's okay, I think he's busy with other things. There's no need to bother him with this. I'm sure I can manage on my own from here, anyway. sounded like that Kokari kid. Is he in trouble again? Better go check it out, Ami. Boy, this quest to just find some dogs sure is taking some turns. Oh, actually, he has a dog, didn't he? Alright. And the canine tracker's out, so... Okay, I am stuck. I'm a very slim ridge now, I didn't know that was possible. You're just fishing. Ugh. Wow, looks like you got a big one there, kid. With all that noise you were making, I was sure the monsters... Oh. Ume! Shoot, my line snapped. Curse you, Whopper. I'm gonna catch you. You're gonna pay for what you did to Ume. Better do it quick. Hey kid, where'd that humongous fish come from? And wasn't that your dog Ume in its mouth? That was the legendary fish, Whopper. They say it swallowed the moon reflected on the water's surface. So it really does live in these deep, murky waters. Well, it's gonna pay for gobbling up good old Ume. Sheesh. That dog sure gets eaten a lot, doesn't he? That is true. I don't have any fishing line left, but I'll snag that Whopper yet. This shall be a battle to avenge Ume. Hey, Ami, this is getting more interesting by the minute. That Whopper or whatever it's called would be quite a catch. Let's stick around and see if we can help him catch it. Well, considering it probably ties into everything else. Now that's what I wanted to hear. Let's get psyched up. Okay, Ami, you got the basic idea, right? Yes. I mean, I got a bite. It's not gonna be like the first one that we get, I'm sure, considering those are all fairly tiny. Wow, look at that. Got a crawdad. Actually, I went back and did some fishing earlier, but I think I got the biggest fish you're able to catch. Just normally. Unless all fishing is done in this area, I don't know. Seems like there's quite a roster list, though. 3 pages full of about 20 different catches. Oh, there it is. I mean, I'm assuming that's it. That's about as big as the thing I caught before, too. It was called like a lake trout or fat trout or something. They're making it a hell of a lot easier than it was to catch even just like the river trout. But I guess it's because this is story related, so probably don't want to annoy the casual players. Alright. Well, I got it. I knew I could do it. Shaking. Finally caught Whopper. And here I was so worried about you, kid. You're one fine fisherman. You should be proud of yourself. Keep on fishing and make sure to bring along plenty of line. How could I ever fish again? I mean, what about Ume? He's never coming back. Oh boy, the crybaby's back. Don't worry. After all, you... Look, the surface of Deep Abyss is as bright as a shiny mirror. The moon's reflection sure looks beautiful. What about all the trees here? Well, where's the moon? How come I can only see its reflection? Fool, that is the real moon. It's just in the water. It needs to go back up. Into space. Hey, look! Another constellation. Ah. Maybe this is the nighttime power we needed. This will make things a little bit easier, or at least less frustrating. When you need to do like night-specific things or search out treasures. The hell is that? What are you doing? Okay. Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. After your departure, I hid myself within the moon's reflection. Consumed by a fish, I patiently awaited this day in its belly. Now that a glimmer of hope has returned, I have returned. I, Yumigami, god of the moon, cover the earth in pale moonlight. Use this light in conjunction with your own... own on your perilous journey. Yes, that's what it said. I know there's some sort of, like, mythos about the moon and Japanese folklore about, like, rabbits making marshmallows up there, but I don't know the specifics. It's very odd. Maybe that was what was happening. Yumigami, the god of moon power. So, Wappa really did swallow up the moon reflected on the water. Now you have the crescent brush technique. That one lets you draw a crescent moon in the sky. It's said to have the power to turn day into night. Wonder if it really works. Could drawing a curved line in the sky really bring out the moon? Yeah. The moon! It's come out! Now you have the power to turn day into night. Think of the nighttime pleasures that await. The hell does that mean? I know that sounds tempting, but first things first. We still have the matter Princess Fusei asked us to deal with. Yes, that's why we need the dog. Oh, there he is. Hey! It's Ume! He came out of Whopper's mouth. You okay, boy? I knew it would spit Ume out. That's why I told you not to worry. I mean, just look at him. He looks like one nasty-tasting canine. Really? Yeah. Never seen an uglier-looking dog in my life. What? I say something wrong? Just trying to have a little fun like I do with Furball here. White Wolf, how did you come to bear the canine tracker? There's a familiar scent in the air, my former comrades. It emanates from your body. What the? Well, it's none of your business how we smell. It's just that we don't like taking baths, that's all. Hey, wait. Did he just say something about the canine tracker? Canine tracker decrees that its bearer shall prove his strength. I shall be the one attested. Of course. Canine warrior Jin. What the? You're one of the 8 canine warriors? Ami, this dog means business. Never thought we'd be going up against you. Bring it on, Snaggletooth. That was a weird one. What the? What is that? It has like fume lines on it, so I almost thought it was a turd for a second, but then it's like yellow. But then it exploded, so I'm not really too sure what that means. I know Princess Fusei summons me. It is my duty to defeat Crimson Helm, defiler of the Gale Shrine. But this child and his father saved me from certain death. I owe my life to them. What am I to do? I guess I'll just take your orb then, like I take everybody else's. Obtain the Justice Orb. What's this? The Power Orb has chosen you. I don't need to worry anymore. Even separated, the hearts of the Canine Warriors beat as one. I shall spend the rest of my years here under the guise of Ume. What? You're not going back to the princess? After all we went through? Hey, Ami. Looks like we found the 3 Satomi Power Orbs that the Canine Warriors had. I know we promised to bring the dogs back, but, well, at least we could bring the princess, or bring Princess Fusei the Power Orbs. But I wonder, you think they can handle Crimson Helm over at Gale Shrine? I guess. It's a little weird. I was expecting to get the horse power, which I'm assuming is the wind, but I didn't expect to get like 2 other things. So, I don't know, it's kind of neat that we got the day to night power, and I guess the water spout, though. It seems to have limited uses, but I'm sure we could find some things to do with it. Backtracking, I mean. Obviously there's going to be stuff in the future, but still. Hey. I got 22. I guess I really haven't been fighting, like, random battles. So I don't have a ton of, fangs. And the reason I bring that up is because the Demon Fang tradesman man is there. I could always rectify that, though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up here. We're going to use fast travel in the lake. Also, what's her name isn't here. So, surprisingly, she was able to, what do we need to get to? Taka Pass? No. I guess she was able to carry the barrel out. Oh wait, not Sasa Sanctuary. No, I should have done Taka Pass. God damn it. Oh well. It's not that big of a difference. And I get a lacquerware set. I kind of doubt I would have come back here at any point soon, so... Oh, actually, I think I'm going the wrong way. Maybe it's a good thing. I think I got everything in the entryway there. Probably nothing I have that I've gotten previously while we've been doing this. I can get me anything else. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the village here. I don't think I'm gonna continue on. I'm almost certain I remember there being a sort of gauntlet run with the dogs, because I thought that's how, I don't know. I thought you just, I forgot that you had to like go and find them all individually. But we did get all of them, so that's good. Actually ended up being longer than I thought it would. Still haven't come across the next dungeon. That's okay though. I think that's what the Gale Shrine is going to end up being. And that is where we'll get our wind power, no doubt. But anyway, I'm going to stop here because we've been going a while. And we'll come back and we'll do the canine deal. I'm pretty sure I have to do a straight gauntlet match because I remember that was one of the things I thought was a little bit rough in my first playthrough of this game. 2.5 hours, yeah. Feels like it's been a while. It wasn't half. I've been closing in on 3, but yeah, 227. I think it's about how last stream went too. But anyway, good stream. Still enjoying the game and glad we made some progress on this as well. We'll come back to this in a couple days, do some more, but that'll be after we return to Final Fantasy 12, and then we'll jump back onto this. But I think there's going to be a dungeon in our future, and I'm sure there's going to be the little gauntlet run with the dogs as well. But anyway, that'll be it for next time. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it as usual. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with some Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. But until then, catch you guys next time. Take care. And have a good night. See you later.